Hello, welcome to Studio 3, James, Liv and George Ivanoff.
Hello.
How are you?
Right.
You good? Now, you are the author of the You Choose series.
That's correct.
How do you write a You Choose book?
With a whiteboard and lots of little cards. So I put every plot point for the book down onto a card. I stick it up onto the whiteboard. I shift them around an awful lot, draw a lot of arrows until it finally kind of starts to make sense.
That
and I just keep
sounds
doing that until it's all
so
planned.
confusing. Is it hard to keep track of where you're up to and...
Look, yeah, it can be, but you kind of get used to it after a while. The first book was difficult to plot out, but I got better with each one, and it is fun. Because you get to make up all sorts of really bizarre ways to, you know, kill people. And put them out of the story and stuff, so in case they make the wrong choice.
Now, George, top 3 tips for threeps out there that would like to be a writer.
Top 3 tips. Okay. Read lots, because you learn a lot about storytelling and writing by reading. Write lots, because the more you write, the better you'll get. And never, ever give up.
Yeah.
Because it's a matter of persistence. I wrote for 10 years before I finally got something published professionally. So, yeah.
Now, outside of the books, what is the most interesting thing that's ever happened to you in your life?
The most interesting thing.
Apart from coming to Studio 3.
All right, well, let's see. There was that time my wife and I went for a holiday to Egypt.
Yeah?
We went for horse riding, you know, guide, really slow horses leading along. We went down to the beach and I said, I don't suppose we could get the horses to go a little bit faster. And the guy said, slapped the horse on the rump, yelled giddy up, and the horse just took off at a gallop. And I have never been on a horse before, and I'm like holding on for dear life.
How did you stop?
Going down the beach. The horse just eventually stopped itself.
He was over it.
And I think the main point there, it was in Egypt.
It was in Egypt. This was well over 10 years ago. No kind of, you know, safety sort of regulations. They didn't care. Whack the horse, off you go.
Cool. That's awesome. Hey,
Makes for a good memory.
Did you always want to be a writer?
A rider, horse rider. Sorry.
Pipe down to the left there. Did you always want to be a writer?
No, it kind of happened bit by bit because I never originally thought that I could be a writer. It was never suggested to me. Back when I was at school in the 80s, you know, you went to see the careers counsellor and said, you know, I like history and I like English, and they said, be a teacher.
Yeah.
No one ever gave me the option of writer. So that kind of just happened bit by bit because I enjoyed writing. I'd write a lot. And then I started submitting stuff and eventually started selling stuff and eventually started selling enough to be able to chuck in my day job. So it was a gradual thing.
Now, you have kids, correct?
Yes, I do.
Do they help you write your books?
They do. They're actually really great for ideas.
Yeah.
Watching your children is a great way to get ideas. And also my eldest daughter, Nikita, who's 11 now, she beta read all of the You Choose books.
No way.
Really?
To let me know what
She was the guinea
thought of
pig.
them. Yep.
And what was her verdict?
Well, she loved pointing out my spelling errors.
Yeah, of course.
Really?
To which I always reply, I'm a writer, not an editor. It's the editor's job to spell. It's my job to write.
Wow.
Did they ever mess with the board and stuff that you have at home? Did they ever move arrows and plot points?
No, they didn't move anything, but they did draw around them.
Yeah,
there was a hungry little caterpillar drawn on the side of the board for one of the books. So.
Well, it sounds very interesting, and you've been a great guest. Thank you for coming in, bro.
Thank you very much for having me on the show. It's been fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, George Ivanoff.